Do you think a retirement home is synonymous with healthy aging? Beware. At 82, I traded my freedom for a promise of security, and today, with regret, I reveal the 6 truths that nobody tells you. From the illusion of quality of life to the cruelty of loss of mobility, I discovered that nursing homes can accelerate cognitive decline rather than slow it down. Want a spoiler? Independence is priceless, and trading it for unsalted soups is a mistake that hurts the soul. But calm down, it's not too late for you. In this video, I'll show you how to maintain healthy habits without giving up your story, from exercises that save muscle strength to tricks for managing stress at home. Get ready. Some truths will shock you, others will inspire you. And in the end, you'll decide whether you want to become a statistic or the hero of your own old age. Imagine reaching the age of 82 and realizing that you've exchanged the freedom of your little house for 4 walls that promised longevity, but delivered longing. That's how it was for our narrator. His family insisted that a nursing home would guarantee healthy aging, but the reality was a shock. He thought he'd have quality of life with ready meals and scheduled activities, but he forgot one detail: a set routine is poison for the soul. And what an irony, there even the speed of walking became a reason to rush. Come here, sir, the bath is at 10 a.m. Did I break your bubble? The lesson here is clear: don't outsource your choices. Want a practical example? If mobility is difficult, adapt your home. Install grab bars, buy a comfortable shower chair, hire a caregiver for hours. This way you can maintain muscle strength with small exercises at home, such as getting up from your chair 10 times a day. Yes, that counts as physical activity. And the best thing, without giving up that slow-cooked coffee you love. But calm down. The worst is yet to come. Because when routine becomes a prison, what comes next is a free fall. Imagine waking up to find that your decisions have become a fixed menu. Coffee at 7 a.m., bath at 10 a.m., soup at 12 p.m. Sounds practical, right? But therein lies the danger. When every minute is timed, independence becomes a story to tell your grandchildren. The narrator realized that physical health isn't just about taking medication on time, it's also about the freedom to choose when to stretch your body or how to season your food. And guess what? Without autonomy, even well-being becomes a ghost. Here's an example that hurts. In a nursing home, the menu is the same for everyone. Who needs a diet without salt? Who loves a sweet after lunch? It doesn't matter. The solution? If possible, set up your own eating routine at home. Hire a nutritionist to adjust recipes to your cardiovascular health. A plate of lentils with grated carrots, for example, will keep you energized without sacrificing taste. And to make sure you don't lose your balance, stretch during soap operas. Stretch your legs, rotate your arms as if you were picking apples out of the air. But beware, when the soul loses the right to choose even the color of the bath towel, the next step is: imagine feeling like you've become a dusty photo on the shelf. That's how it was for our narrator. Family visits, which used to be parties, turned into quick text messages. Social connections are like water for plants. Without them, the quality of life changes. And there's no point in blaming others. Life goes on, the grandchildren have school, the children have work. But between you and me, can healthy aging exist without someone to laugh at your unfunny jokes? Here's a secret that few people tell you: loneliness accelerates cognitive decline. But calm down, it's not a sentence. How about creating a weekly ritual? Schedule a virtual coffee every Thursday. Even restful sleep improves when you have something to look forward to the next day. Practical tip: use your cell phone to your advantage. Learn to send audios via WhatsApp, share memes. Yes, old people can laugh at dancing cats. Or create a family group called Grandma's Advice. Disease prevention starts with a busy mind and a warm heart. But look, when the walls of the room become your only witnesses, what emerges is a void that not even the best healthy diet in the world can fill. And then, my friend, do you know what the worst enemy of longevity is? It's not age, it's a lack of purpose. Our narrator found this out for himself. When he stopped cooking his favorite beans and watering the plants on his balcony, he felt like a clock with no hands. Healthy aging requires more than physical health. It needs reasons to get out of bed. And in nursing homes, even making your own bed is forbidden. The result? The mind gets rusty and the heart gets heavy. But look, it's not the end of the line. How about reinventing everyday life? If you can't cook, how about teaching your caregivers recipes? Or create a spice garden in pots. Rosemary for cardiovascular health, basil for taste. Even folding a sheet becomes a physical activity if done with rhythm. And here's a golden tip: volunteer. Help read stories to children in online schools, or record audios telling stories from your youth. Cognitive decline shakes at the core when the mind is busy. But when routine becomes a colorless void, what follows is a fall that even the best body balance can't hold. Have you ever seen a car sitting in the garage rusting away? The body is the same. Our narrator thought that, in the nursing home, his physical health would be guaranteed, but the lack of physical activity caused him to lose muscle strength faster than a flat tire. The result? Reduced mobility, poor body balance, and suddenly even getting out of bed became a drama. What's worse, the immune system became lazy, as if to say, why make an effort? But look, there's a way. Movement is life, even if it's minimal. How about stretching during TV commercials? Or improvising weights with water bottles to strengthen your arms? A practical tip: stand up and sit down on a chair 5 times in a row, 3 times a day. This keeps your legs active and protects your cardiovascular health. I know an 85-year-old man who became a celebrity in his building by doing this. Today he climbs the stairs like he's 60. But when your body becomes a hostage to other people's help, the next step is to lose even the intimacy of the bathroom. Can you imagine having to knock on the door to go to the toilet? In the asylum, even peeing becomes a collective matter. The narrator found himself dependent on other people's hands for intimate tasks, and then dignity became a dictionary word. Privacy? Only in memories. And worse, the constant supervision makes you feel like an 80-year-old baby, unable even to choose your clothes for the day. But look, there are ways to resist. Negotiate spaces of autonomy. If you need help in the shower, ask them to close the door and wait outside. Wear clothes that you can put on yourself, like pants with elastic and shoes without laces. And here's a bold tip: create a weekly Independence Day, where you do everything yourself, however slowly. Even brushing your hair leisurely will boost your well-being. But when shame becomes routine, what remains is a silence that no medicine can cure. Leaving the asylum seems simple, right? Just pack up and go home. But then reality bit. Lost muscle strength, reduced mobility, and the family saying, "But you're already so well looked after here." The narrator realized that healthy aging had turned into a trap. Without constant physical activity, his body stopped working. And the finances? Bills piling up, the rented house. Returning became a puzzle with no pieces. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Plan alternatives before you need them. How about adapting your home little by little, installing handrails or ramps? Put together an emergency fund for temporary carers. Even stretching classes at home via YouTube help maintain cardiovascular health. I know a couple who renovated their bathroom on the cheap. They bought materials on sale and fundraised with their grandchildren. Disease prevention is also about avoiding addiction. But when the exit seems blocked by invisible bars, what remains is to ask, can healthy habits fit in a place that shackles the soul? My friend, let's be clear. A nursing home isn't a villain, but it's not a universal solution. The narrator has seen frail elderly people benefit from care, but for those who are still mobile and lucid, it's like putting a bird in a golden cage. The hard truth: healthy aging depends on choices, not on bars disguised as protection. Want an example? A 78-year-old woman refused the nursing home and set up a support network with neighbors. She exchanges help with shopping for knitting lessons. Another hired a private chauffeur for part-time. It's cheaper than the monthly fee and maintains her independence. The lesson? Personalize your old age. Use on-demand services. A physiotherapist at home, online grocery deliveries. This way you maintain healthy habits without losing control of the clock. But when you accept the cage, can the immune system withstand the lack of sun? If the narrator could go back in time, he would shout at the age of 80, "Don't take the first option." He understood late on that healthy aging requires creativity, not surrender. His family insisted, "It's safer," but safety without autonomy is imprisonment with medication at the right time. So what now? His advice is clear. Explore alternatives like a treasure hunter. How about trying out daily carers for a month? Or sharing a house with a student in exchange for light help? A friend of his turned her living room into a craft workshop. She sells dishcloths and uses the money to pay an assistant. Her social connections have increased, her cognitive decline has slowed down, and she still teaches her grandchildren to paint. Another tip: look for NGOs that offer companionship to the elderly. Many need volunteers, and you gain well-being by helping others. But here's the thing: when you hand over the keys to your life, can your immune system stand the lack of purpose? My friend, it's time for the last message, and it's as hard as concrete. Don't let them decide for you. The narrator now knows that quality of life cannot be negotiated. Every supervised trip to the bathroom, every tasteless meal, is a piece of the soul gone. His message? Put on the brakes before entering the nursing home. Ask, Can I adapt my home? Are there support networks nearby? How much does it cost to maintain my independence? And here's the challenge. How about starting today? Make a list of healthy habits that maintain your autonomy. Morning walk, elastic band exercises for muscle strength. Invite a friend to online dance classes, even chair dancing. And turn the routine into a party. Remember, disease prevention starts with active choices, not passive ones. Now answer. Are you going to wait for life to wither away, or are you going to water your roots while you can? So, my friend, are you really going to let them define your future? Every step you don't take, every choice you outsource, is an invitation to decline. Want real longevity? Act today. Swap the sofa for a walk around the block. Replace loneliness with a reading group on Zoom. Turn your garden into an outdoor gym. I ask you, how many memories will you abandon for fear of falling? How many grandchildren will stop hearing your stories because someone said, "It's better this way"? Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Every week I bring you practical tips for maintaining cardiovascular health, body balance, and most importantly, control of your own life. Old age can be your best phase if you don't hand over the reins.